Hi, how's it going? Dan here. And I'm going to be showing you my Frog Monarch deck profile. Now, sorry if the camera's a wee bit shaky. It's because I've got shaky hands and I'm holding it my my iPod Touch. That's what I'm recording it on. Don't have a tripod or anything. But let's jump right into the Frog Monarch deck profile. This is the deck that I'm going to be running at YCS qualifiers for the United Kingdom. So I'm running triple Swap Frog. This thing is your ignition, right? Basically, it starts the deck off. You dump your 3 wars into your grave. You can bounce your monarchs back to your hand. It's pretty key to your deck. You want to run 3 of these at all times. I'm running. A lot of people don't like these because it's. I'm running double dupe. A lot of people don't like these because they miss their timing a lot of the time, and that's true. But what they do is they search out Swap Frog, and that is absolutely key to this deck. Like, if you don't have your Swap Frog, it's pretty hard to recover. If you don't have your 3 born, which is the next card, in your grave, it's a lot hard for you to recover. Oh, there's my cat. Hey cat, I'm doing a video. Right, hang on. There she is. Hello. Right, sorry. Back to the deck profile. To dupe, what they do is you set them, people run into them, and boom, they take damage, pretty much. And if they get destroyed, then you search a frog, and that's absolutely, like, the deck does run without them, but I feel like they're just there for the deck to be more stable. Triple 3-born frog. My cat's coming in. Oh, come on, sorry. You silly cat. She wants to sit. She wants to be part, right? Triple 3-born frog. This thing, you need triple might, for some people, might seem a bit heavy. Cat, I'm so sorry. But triple 3-born frog might seem to be a wee bit heavy. But the reason why I run triple is because if they do get vanished, the deck is over. Like, you've got no way of recovering if, like, you lose your 3-born. It's crazy. Like, you shouldn't lose them. But if it does happen, you do have backup in Ronin Torin. I won the run. What? Run the one. And Ronin Torin, what he does is basically acts as a second 3-born. He comes out. He comes out. Basically as a stall bait, or he comes out as more tribute fodder for your monarchs, which are coming up next. So that's basically the frog engine that I like to run. Sorry, my cat is in the way. He likes to sit on me. Right, for the monarch engine, the monarch part, triple Caius. Without triple Caius, the deck, like, double Caius could work, but triple is the way forward. Like, it's just so good. You bring it out and you banish a card. Like, even if they bottomless it or like trap hole it or something, like, as long as the summon's not negated, you still get to target and banish. So let's say you summon it and then it gets bottomless. Well, then you target if you target their monster and then it gets bottomless, then their monster will still be banished. So it's very key, and it's super hilarious when they're on less than 1,000 life points. You bring it out, you tribute it itself, you win the game. It's hilarious. Right, triple riser. A lot of people don't only run 2, and yeah, it's got its problems, but it can completely wear a deck out, and it's hilarious when it happens. I think double riser is quite bad. You know, you need to draw into these monarchs, otherwise, like, there's no point playing frog monarchs, but you're better off playing lancer. But basically, you target a card on the field, put it on top of the deck, and it can absolutely stall out your opponent. Junzo. In the next format, which is it's going to be trap heavy. Mirror Force at 3. A lot of things that use traps. A lot of the meta decks are not going to be using traps, which you might be wanting to take one of these out for maybe Mobius. But what I prefer, like the place that I play at, there's a lot of trap heavy decks, there's a lot of triple mirror forces, there's a lot of other cool stuff, like stuff that wants to mess me up with traps. So I like to run Jinzo, that's personal preference. 2 Light and Darkness, a lot of people run 3, I only run 2, and I'll give you why. If you draw into it, it's a dead draw, pretty much, and you don't have the cards in the field, it's a dead draw. What I use it as is a game-winning card. You bring it out, what are they going to do? Stall it? What if they don't have any cards to stall it with? It runs over people. It's crazy, crazy, crazy good. You use it, I like to use 1 to open, and then draw into my last one to win the game. It's really, really, really good. And if it dies, then you just bring out Monarch or Jinzo. 1 Dark Dust Spirit. Now, this card comes out, it blows up all cards in the field, returns to the hand. You use it with Treeborn Frog comes back, tribute for Dark Dust, blow up the field, attack, return to hand, next turn, etc, etc. You constantly Dark Hole on the field, it's crazy, crazy good. Triple Battle Fader. You might be confused as why I like to run triple. If you attack, basically what you're doing is, if you normal summon swap, send 3 bonds to the graveyard, use swap's effect, return it to hand in turn, and you've got Battle Fader in your hand, what you do is, they attack you, you drop Fader, because they're going to be attacking you a lot directly because of this deck. You drop Fader, and then you tribute your Fader for Caius, and then do stuff. So, that's why I like Triple Fader. 2 Effect Veiler. 2 Effect Veiler, pretty standard. It's a tuner, sorry. It's pretty standard. It's just a very, very good card. 2 tracks. You take damage, you bring it out. It's amazing. You can steal their monsters. You can target your monsters. Make easy exceed plays. This deck really loves Tragoria. It really does. It's really easy to bring out, and it does really well. It's a really good card. 1 Gars. I was thinking about taking a Trag out for a 2nd Gars due to the ban list, but this, just 1 Gars is perfectly fine. They attack you directly, you drop Gars, because it's very easy to, this deck gets attacked directly a lot, I've found out. So it's very easy to bring out Gars, and it just completely, changes the tide of the game. Just Gars coming out. Alright, those are all my monsters. For my spells, I don't run any traps. For my spells, triple enemy controller, right? There's a play that you can make where if you draw into it, you special summon Treeborn from your graveyard, play enemy controller, tribute Treeborn, take their monster, because it's still the standby phase, because it's a quick play, as you can probably see, you bring out Treeborn again, and then you can use it as tribute for her. So it's crazy, crazy strong in this deck. You would be stupid not to run triple. I'm sorry. Triple Soul Exchange. This card's amazing. Tribute their monster for Caius, then you banish 1 of their cards. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Yeah, you can't conduct your battle phase, but who cares? You've just ran over 2 of their monsters. And because, you're not destroying it, you're tributing it, it gets over Dracosac, it gets over Gachi Gantetsu, it gets over anything that, it gets over Zen Means, it gets over anything that can basically stall you out. It can't get over Fortune Tune because Fortune Tune can't be targeted, but it's still an amazing card, and Fortune Tune isn't played that much. 2 Creature Swap. 3 is a bit heavy. Creature Swap's amazing. You steal their monster, and then you give them because there's a lot of crappy monsters in the deck with no attack, like Treeborn Frog or Battle Fader or Ronin Torin. You can bring them out and Creature Swap them for a big monster. This card's won me games. It's crazy fun to see the frustration on people's faces when you Creature Swap their card. 2 MSTs. 3 is a wee bit too heavy for me. They're a quick play, but I personally prefer to run 2. I might run 3 the next format actually, because Fire Fist will be tier 1 pretty much. So you need to hit their 10 keys and stuff, but I only run 2 at the moment, but I'm probably going to run 3 soon. Staple, Monster Gone. Staple, Dark Hole. Staple, Heavy Storm. Is there any reason why you shouldn't run these? Like, seriously. And that concludes the main deck. 40 cards. Now for the side deck. Sorry, the extra deck. 2 Slacker Magician. This card's perfect for stall. Absolutely perfect. It comes out. Once per turn it can't be destroyed. It is 2-1 defense, and if something targets it with an effect, you detach one, negate, and destroy it. Really good if you're not drawing into your cards and you just need to stall. 1 Gachi, again for stall. It boosts the power of your Monarchs. It's really good, so you can bring in Ronin Toad and stuff. It's a really good card in this deck. Shining Elf, 1. I would use Daigusto Phoenix over this, but I just don't have one at the moment because I'm poor. But Shining Elf can soften up their monsters so your Monarchs can get over them, which is pretty nice. 1 Dark Mist, probably going to get taken out, but I just like Dark Mist. It's really served me well. If I sided in a Ronin Totem, it's quite easy to make. You bring it out, you can half their attack, and it adds on to Dark Mist, and it's a permanent addition. So Dark Mist can just run into anything. It's pretty strong. 2 Floating Strike Dancers, amazing. You make it with 2 Monarchs. When they activate the effect, you detach one. Negate the effect, and they take 1,000 damage. It's fantastic. Such a good card. Gauntlet Launcher, just the one, just for that extra bit of defense. You bring out Gauntlet Launcher, you detach one, then you block one of the monsters. It's absolutely it's really, really good defensive card. Like, I use a lot of my extra deck is defensive based. But my synchros are offensive based. I use quite a few synchros. Even though I only use Effect Veiler, I like to make the synchro plays. I use a Deloran. Not that hard to make. It's a 6. You can't synchro a Ronin Totem because it can't be used as synchro material. So was it a swap, a fader, or 2 swaps, Veiler, Battlefair. Sorry, there's people talking in the background. 1 Scrap Archfiend. It's really good. It's like level 7. You synchro with Veiler and Caius, and you can just run into things. Crimson Blair, smashes the meta in the face. Really good. Stardust, generic. Scrap Dragon, again generic. It's really good with this deck. You bring back a Treeborn, tribute Treeborn, blow up on their things. 2 Red Dragon. I like Red Dragon Archfiend a lot. I think it's such a good card. I really like Red Dragon Archfiend. I might take one out for Black Rose, probably will. But yeah, that concludes my deck. Thank you very much for watching, and peace. This was Dan, see ya.